G'day, ZiggyD here, and welcome back for more Legendary Science. This time we science the crap out of Killavolt to find out whether he's worth farming and what he drops. The method to our madness remains the same. 2 players with instance loot, 50 kills for 100 datasets so we can record the drops from Killavolt. No luck bonuses on gear or Guardian ranks, and Mayhem 3 normal difficulty. Killavolt has been a shocking boss for some people, with his lightning filled arena and front-facing shield making for a pretty tough fight. He's located in Lectra City, a side zone on Promethea. He's part of a pretty entertaining side quest involving Moxie that you'll have to finish first if you want to farm him. The fight itself is quite time consuming. He has one guaranteed immunity phase when you take down his shield, and he will sometimes jump out of the arena and summon adds when one of his health bars reaches around half, though sometimes you can bypass it if you're doing enough constant damage. We were often able to skip this in the health bar stage unless the Mayhem mods were super tanky, but rarely were we able to skip it during the shield stage, so he'd usually go immune 2 times per fight. On top of that, he has a shield that blocks shots, and he spams lightning around the arena that can be a problem if you don't have some lightning resistance, good healing, or a transformer shield. And to top all of that off, he's actually resistant to shock damage, so your best weapon against his beefy shield is gone. Instead, you'll want to use physical or radiation damage to down his shields. He does at least have several extra crit points, one in his groin for reasons made clear during the quest, but the best place to aim is actually his shoulder generators, which you can often see over his shield, so that can help with getting around his defenses. It's a slow fight, and our times often ranged between 1 minute at best to well over 2 minutes at worst, depending on Mayhem mods. So all of that effort's gotta mean there's some great loot awaiting us, right? Well, let's just say there's a reason Moxie wants us to shoot him in the wang. Killavolt is a disappointment in more ways than one. In 100 kills, we got a measly 30 legendaries, setting a new record for worst farm so far. Per run, you'll get 0.3 legendaries, 0.02 anointed legendaries, 434,120 credits, 10.26 iridium, and 17,061 XP. It's not looking good for old Killavolt, with him officially coming in at the bottom of the list. This guy's a professional disappointment, it seems. So that said, what did he drop for us? His most common drop by far, and clearly his loot-tabled signature legendary, is the 9V, which dropped 14 times in 100 kills. It's a burst fire shock damage SMG that has a lot of visual sparks that fly out, and a firing pattern in the shape of a V with a line bisecting it. It unloads its moderate damage very quickly, and it does a decent job of shredding shields, but overall it's nothing too impressive. Like Killavolt, it's all flash and no performance, really. We did at least get some lucky random world drops from our efforts, so it wasn't a complete waste. The stars of the show were a transformer shield, which made the fight a lot safer from Amy from then on thanks to its lightning absorption. We also got a very nice anointed butcher with 50% added cryo damage after your action skill ends. A fun note about this is that if you return ammo to the mag and never reload, you can keep this buff up endlessly. We also got an okay anointed conference call. But the best of the lot, and probably one of the best weapons in the game, was a flacker. This thing does a flak-style series of explosions at a set distance, and on an explosive Moze build, it's actual heaven. This flacker will be a mainstay of my build, probably until I simply find a better version of it. Something else I wanted to note is that the Hellwalker shotgun, aka the Doom gun, always seems to drop with the same anointment, and always seems to drop anointed. Everyone we've found so far has had this anointment, so either it's meant to, or it's bugged. I don't know. Let us know if you've found it not anointed, or with a different anointment. So my final thoughts on Killavolt are, don't farm this boss. He's a massive pain in the Moxie, and he doesn't offer much incentive for your efforts. Maybe you already thought that'd be the case. Well, now we have the science to back it up. Learning what not to do is almost as good as learning what to do. And that's it for this episode of Legendary Science. In the next episode, we'll be taking on Captain Trod. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.